Thank you very much. This is the Dake Jazz Ensemble, and you heard our first tune, On Your Bike. Featured on that was Adam Belfini on Barry sax and Malachi Burke-Kaczynski on alto sax. Our next tune is a traditional blues tune on which you'll hear several of our performers. You'll hear Jonah Tchatogua on tenor, Ray Trapani on tenor, Adam Belfini again on Barry sax, and Camaraya on tenor sax. And we are fortunate to have this conducted by the student teacher that I've been working with for the past several weeks, and he's doing a wonderful job both with this group and with the 8th grade group that you'll hear later. Please welcome Mr. Brian Stewart. Thank you. We have another swing tune for you called Hit the Reset. This is going to feature solos by Erilyn Arnold on trombone and Adam Delphini on theresax. tune is a Latin tune called Aventuras, and you're going to hear Cameron Araya on tenor sax and Malachi Kaczynski on alto sax. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. The 7th grade will start almost immediately after we're done, and then a little later the 8th grade. And thank you for your support of all of our different programs that we have here, our music programs that we have throughout the district. We hope you enjoy Aventuras.
is Patty Welch, and I am thrilled to be here and to work with your young 7th graders this year. We've had a lot of fun putting things together and been doing a lot of work playing as an ensemble and making sure that we master our instruments as well as the piece. So a lot of work going in to just playing for you this evening. That was our first piece, Adventure in India, and it was meant to bring about sort of thoughts of folk songs from India. Our second piece is actually an arrangement of the theme from the Transformers. Our next piece, Builder's Dream, is actually written by a very young composer, just in his early 20s. He's a trombone player and has some great lines for all of our parts. This is supposed to evoke sort of a city construction scene, and what you'll hear is the building of each part on top of each other as you listen. So we had a lot of fun putting this one together, and hopefully I don't talk too long, but I want to make sure my professionals have a chance to make sure that they're set. Fantastic. This is Builder's Dream. Before we play our last number, I just want to put some thank yous out there as our students get ready. Our custodial staff is amazing, both in this building and next door, to make sure that we have everything we need on stage. Our District Media Resource Center makes sure that we have recordings and have great audio capabilities so that we can listen to our performance tomorrow and reflect and grow. Our administration is fantastic. Stephen Zugelder as our supervisor, our assistant principals, Joyce Acqua and Nick DiMartino, really great. And Mr. David Dunn, who has jumped in and pitched in and really created a great feeling for our middle school here. So we are so thankful for them. And of course to you, there are parents who support every little bit of playing. It's okay, Landon. Happens all the time. All right. Good recovery. Very good. So thank you for all your support. I wanted to put one quick plug in. You've been really wonderful putting up with my emails over the last quarter or so, and one of the last ones I sent out to you was in hopes that we could build some fantastic relationships between our 7th grade instrumental and voice students and some of our Triam Music Honor Society high school students. Tomorrow is the last day that we're putting it out there for you to match a student up to have a mentor at the high school, just for fun, playing one day on December 15th. So if that was on the tip of your brain and you hadn't done it yet, if you could do that by the end of the day tomorrow, we'd be grateful. And we're looking forward to forging some really great relationships and making some music. Okay, are we good, Landon? You all right? All right, fantastic. That's okay. That's okay. All right, our last piece is Toboggan Run, and hopefully it puts you in the mood for the rest of the season. And then what I'm going to ask our students to do on stage, as soon as we're done, we're going to put our instruments back where you had them, and then we're going to loop around, and we're going to take their seats and listen to the 8th grade band. So that's what we'll be doing afterwards. This is Toboggan Run by Matt Conaway.
much. Our next piece is called Beyond the Nebula. It's kind of the composer's impression. It's got kind of a feeling of space, about the vastness of space and the stars in nebula. And we have enjoyed putting this piece together. One of the things that these guys have started to see as 8th graders, it's a little different from music they did last year, is there's kind of some contrasting sections. There's maybe some slow moments, some fast things within one piece. It doesn't tend to always be the same tempo. And this piece, and maybe one other one that we're doing later, will have that same kind of feel. And so it's also a chance for us to try some new styles of playing. It just, all of our music kind of gets elevated a little bit when we move to 8th grade. And so you'll hear some of that tonight. We've been working very hard on it. Here to perform Beyond the Nebula with the group one more time, please welcome to the podium Mr. Brian Stewart. Our next piece is a march, but it is a Spanish march, which has a little bit different feel compared to kind of American marches that you might hear around patriotic holidays around here. Often they're in minor keys. Some people think minor keys are a little more sad and mysterious, but this is still very up-tempo and fun, but it's just in a little bit of a darker sound. Also some kind of very characteristic rhythms for a Spanish march. You'll also hear some things like castanets and things like that, which also kind of let you know that it's not a typical American march. But it has a lot of the same features that an American march has. One of the most important things that we have to learn how to do in this piece is taught us is how to play very, very short. That keeps the piece moving a little bit, but it also gives it that kind of characteristic march sound. So we hope you enjoy Luz y Sombra, which means light and shadow. And our final piece is called Fivefold. There's not really a story behind it other than the attention to the title. This piece is written in 5/4 time signature. So it has an extra beat than you might be used to in some of our pieces or pieces that you've heard before. But we don't group them in just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're actually changing some of the groupings of the 8 notes in there. So you're going to hear more of a pattern like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Those are 8 notes. Those are 10 8 notes that I just sang, but kind of grouped in different ways. So that's what the feel of this piece all the way through. And it's a composer's attempt to kind of write a piece that has some different meters to give students like these a chance to play in something other than typical time signatures. We We've had a lot of fun putting together, and they play a lot of heart, and I hope you'll hear that come through in our performance. So thank you for being a wonderful audience. I want to echo all of the thank yous that Ms. Welch mentioned. We couldn't do it with all of the support that we get in the music program, and we can't do it without your support. Thank you for supporting your students in our program, and please keep them going. It's important, not just because I teach the subject. It is important. So please, please, please keep your kids going in music. They will benefit from it for the rest of their lives. We hope you enjoy Fivefold.
I want to watch a movie. I want a movie.
Thank you.